Martin Thomas.
Yes.
Corey Coleman. John Wick. John Wick.
The three amigos.
Yeah, man. World's most famous dog lover. Hates everybody else, but love that dog.
You shouldn't be here. Nice suit.
Good to see you too.
Yeah, it's not real.
Yeah.
And he got mad at me last night because I said, you know what's real? Shirts from dtmerch.com. He was mad. I told him that too. He just sat there and just looked at me. I said, now you can touch these shirts right here, man. You can always get that black tee with that white logo, the classic black tee with the white logo. I'm going to call the insane asylum, come pick your ass up. I'm going to do it on that phone with that phone cover, that double toasted phone cover. I'm going to give y'all the gift of choice. This is one place where we still know we can do whatever we want to do.
That's true.
Say whatever we want to say without anybody messing with us because we are subscription supported and we appreciate that. So please keep us going, which is going to be May 25th at the Adelaide Hall. And the door's going to be opening at 6 p.m. there. The show starts at 7, which is going to be a full night of comedy, games, and music. Somebody killed his pup, and he said, you know what? Everybody going to pay. Shit, he had his own dragon. He just set on fire. I mean, they took his car, too.
And beat him up.
They beat him up, and they came in and, knocked over the picture of his wife who's dead now. They came in. They gave some goddamn disrespect to him,
No. A little bit there.
A little bit. But John Wick said, look, man, you disrespected my wife. You disrespected my car. But damn, a puppy.
Yeah, the dog did nothing to you.
Dog did nothing. And John Wick said, that's all right, Fluffy. Oh, that was his name. I will avenge thee. People even say, man, I didn't even know that dog. Ah, shit. John going on this killing spree upset a lot of people, so it's only going to be a matter of time before he broke one of the strict rules.
The rule you do not break.
The strictest of rules. You do not kill on the property of the Continental. If you do, excommunicado. My man got another dog and everything.
Yeah.
That's a funny thing. If you were John Wick's dog, you were probably the safest motherfucker on the planet.
If you're his second dog.
A second dog, yeah. He's like, that dog is nervous as hell. Right? That dog is like, I'll get out right here.
You're going to take care of me, right, John?
That dog is like, look, I know dogs can't cry, but I'm tearing up like a motherfucker right now. Let me out the goddamn car, man.
I only got 7 years. I want to live those.
John, you ain't too good with pets. Let me out this motherfucker, man. Please. Let's see if it's so much against him. Let's see if old Jonathan can get past this. And at the same time, because Martin said, look, you've been pushing it. I wasn't with you on the first one. Now this shit just getting stupid.
I was there for most of the first one.
Can John bring it back around, survive, and also maybe this time gain Martin's affections? Let's go ahead and take a look at this trailer for John Wick Chapter 3 Parabellum, The Prophecy, The Return.
Oh my God. How many subheads do we have in this?
The high table wants your life.
Would you help set the mood for our new guest?
Let us begin.
We are on the third movie, and they're saying, look, if you ain't caught up by now, we ain't gonna explain it to you.
Oh, I don't know. I think they re-explain it pretty good.
Unless there's somebody new in the movie, they don't spend a whole lot of time trying to tell you who they are and what they do. It's we all know, as I said, we all know Winston, the manager of the Continental. We all know the desk clerk, played by Lance Reddick. I never knew the guy's name. I just know him.
I don't even know if he has a name.
I just know him the guy at the front desk.
Right.
Even at this point, John, he's even got a new dog now. We
No, don't forget Larry Fishburne as the king of the homeless.
Oh, yeah. He's a homeless assassin. This is something where you're getting thrown right into this world. Don't ask any questions. If you got questions, go leave the theater now. Go watch the first two movies. You know, this is going to be something that's going to be very fast paced. And at this point, we ain't doing nothing but just concentrating on this action right here. And speaking of the action in here, everyone is going to be talking about the choreography, the fight choreography that's in this. And the fight choreography, I will say, it truly is amazing.
Yeah, it's quite visually stunning.
Yeah, it is. And John Wick in this movie, he is as resourceful as ever. You thought that pencil was something? If Jonathan had a cotton ball, he would kill you with it. He'd figure out how to do it. He put in your nostrils and suffocate you something. He would figure out how to do it. I don't know. If he's in a room with nothing, he'll kill you with wallpaper or something. It's crazy. In this movie, he killed somebody with a horse foot in a book.
Yeah, in a book.
He murdered somebody with literature.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, the pen is mightier than the sword.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. What John Wick can do with anything.
He's the MacGyver of killing.
He really is. This is gorier too.
Yeah.
A lot bloodier.
Yeah.
You know, this is you know, early on when that guy ate that book, when John Wick made a dude eat a book, that was a big book.
Yeah.
Imagine what John has to do to your face and your jaw and your mouth to make you eat that book. And it looks just about as crazy as you think. This is a lot gorier than the other two movies. Maybe, you know, at least it seemed that way to me. Because I was thinking the whole time, if you thought what was missing from this series is more blood, then I think that you'll be very happy.
They brought in truckloads.
Yeah.
It's like a tanker. Who wants more blood?
I know. Now, I will say that the world is bigger, too. Cinematography in this is still gorgeous, man. You know, I'm looking at some of the stuff that they do here with the cinematography. It's even looking more like a graphic novel or a comic book.
Yeah. That's the thing, man. Right off the bat with this movie, I was like, wow, it is visually stunning. The choreography, they stepped up their game. But the biggest thing I liked about it was how they were expanding the world. I mean, this movie really was hey, this is the third movie, and we're saying, F it, we're going for it.
Yeah.
And yeah, they expand the world in such ways. Yeah, you see them out in the desert, and then bringing in Halle Berry and her whole, where she's running another hotel like the Continental somewhere else. I'm like, this is actually pretty cool.
You know, you can tell they have more money for more neon lights and colored light bulbs.
Yeah.
You know, it's really, no, it's great. And you were right, man, about them going international with it. I mean, they, you know, when regardless of what I have to say about it, they did make an honest attempt to expand the world.
Yeah.
So you know, when you say, man, you know, how is it that John, you know, is everybody knows John's next move? You know, how is it that everybody is so well connected? And they show you, no, this man, shit, we global. You know,
Right.
It also gives them a chance to go out, like you said, in the Moroccan desert and shoot exotic locales like that, which even at these places they saturate the colors and bump it up. It is a gorgeous film.
It is a gorgeous film. And I also found that with the first John Wick, a lot of it was establishing, you know, what a badass he is. It's all about the action. With the second one, there's a lot of gun fu and just shooting people in the head. And I was like, all right, this is getting kind of tired. But here, there's a lot of mixing it up.
Yeah,
just changing the way he's killing people, and I appreciated that.
Yeah, no, you know, that's it's a lot of gun stuff going on, but like when he runs out of bullets, just throw the gun at people. I like even with the them dogs those dogs ate a lot of nuts.
Man, those dogs were the stars. When those dogs came on, I was like, you know what? I feel like they're trying to set this up for a spinoff with Halle Berry, and yes, I just want to see those dogs. They don't even need her. I just want those dogs.
Yeah. Somebody looked at those dogs and said, "You know what? Eat a dick." And those dogs said, "Okay,
yeah,
it's your thing."
There's a lot of dicks around here. I guess we better get to work.
I didn't mean literally shit.
And those dogs would climb a wall like Spider-Man to eat a dick.
Man, one of them dogs did what do they call that shit? Parkour? Parkour.
Parkour, yeah.
One of them dogs did parkour like he had hands. That dog jumped on a wall across the street, jumped backflipped. I was like, what is Halle Berry feeding these dogs? because they know that they are bumping up the action a lot more here, so they brought in some action stars. Yaya or Hui Hayin, whatever the guy. She gonna whoop your ass before you finish saying his name anyway. The guy from The Raid.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He.
Yeah, that dude. Yeah.
Yeah, they got. I don't know if the guy any, but Jesus.
No, like, man, we can't have a conversation first.
Yeah,
What'd you say to me? Huh? No, dude, come on, man.
that dude just asked him. He said, "How you doing, man?" "Oh, I'm doing all right, man. My mom, she wants you to come back over for dinner, and if you get time, you nigga, shut up." Shut up. What happened, man? I don't know, man. I just snapped. So, I think that's really what's going to get a lot of people like, man, look, I love first of all, I love the series. Now, this is a straight up fan movie at this point.
Yeah.
The first one was something of a cult movie for a while. Then it became really big. Second one, bona fide blockbuster. They already established themselves. Now, this one is kind of like, we always use this expression. This is a love letter to the people that stuck with it, mainly because they're doing all the things that people really praise the other movies for doing, which turns out to be a slight problem for me at this point.
I did not think I would hear you say these words.
Yeah.
Ever.
Well, the problem for me is that, as I said, man, they stopped telling story with this one, and that's when when I say they did, this thing is really for what the fans liked before, and they just heaped on more of it. They did everything except what a fan like me likes is continue to build this world up. Now, they gave glimpses of it because, like we said, they go international. They show you how big this this underground society is. They also give you glimpses of how these people train to be where they are.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna tell you how, but you see how these people even get brought up in this world, in a way. But this is the first time I felt like, okay, this has gone from being a cool fantasy to just stupid.
Oh, now, Corey, come on, man. These movies ain't about making sense and having a story. They're about the kills and some choreography and some action. Man, why you always got to nitpick and tear these things down? Why can't you just judge it for what it is and just have fun with it? I know it's not logical, but I'm not there for the logic. I'm there for the action.
Don't you ever say I said this. Don't you ever say I said this.
I know. I'm not saying you said
Okay,
this.
I was about to say that because I was like, wait a minute, you doing me?
No. You is, man, I just want to see something go crazy. I don't even care about the story or logic. I just want to see something go nuts. Then afterwards, man, I had no story. That shit was just nuts. I couldn't get into it.
Well, when I say stupid, it's like, okay, silly is more like it. It's silly in a way.
Listen, I've been talking good about this because honestly, going into it, when it started, I was kind of like, you know what? I'm liking this one much better than the last one. And it's about the time, maybe after the first act or so, or we're getting into the second, when it's now it's time to establish what this movie is about. And the longer it went on, I was like, these movies ain't about shit. They just kind of get silly. And no matter how much he gets shot or stabbed, he keeps going like it's nothing. So I feel a lack of consequences. It's just the same thing over and over and over again. Now it's repetitive at some point.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
What I was going to say was if you heard me talk about movies in length before, you've heard John Wick come up. I love John Wick, and I love John Wick 2. Those movies, they're up there with me with movies I could watch over and over again. They're the movies I get online and just watch clips of over and over again. Love these movies, but I love them because. Yeah, it was okay. It might have been far-fetched, but to me, that's what I liked about it. It made sense, this world that they created. It looked like they were trying to at least, this is a little far-fetched, but we're trying to make you believe it.
Right.
Because we're looking at the small details and making sure to address those, at least for me. So if something like it was getting silly, there was another thing to come in and kind of point it out and say, well, this is why it happens like this. This world ain't secret no more.
No.
There was a time this seemed like a shadowy organization, and now they in the full light.
Yep.
There's
no police force whatsoever.
They killing. Well, they did. They did show police working with them, but they're supposed to be protecting themselves against the average person. And with this one, they just killing people in crowds for everybody to see. Yeah. I don't even think that they were ever part of a shadow organization.
No.
I think they were part of everyday life. People just got tired of them and just like, all right,
All right, fine.
Yeah.
As long as you ain't coming after me.
Yeah, they kill some people in the subway station in front of regular passengers and people just walking by, excuse me. Just body line right there. There was a part where they sliced a man up in front of some kids on a field trip, and the kids walked right to the middle of it. Sorry. Even the teacher was going by like, I'm sorry, carry on. There was a time you made it seem like these assassins were so cool, they knew places to actually do business. Because that's one of the things they say, watch where you do your business, especially on the Continental. There were places where if they kill somebody, they knew how to make it look like, nothing happened. That's why this was another whole society, because these people just had skills that no average person would be able to have, and they could only coexist amongst themselves. With this one, it's just now that's out the case. They don't try to cover up those things with small details that explain why. It's just like, hey, this looks badass.
Yeah.
F it, whoever sees it. In fact, I want everybody to see it because it looks cool.
Right. It builds my rep.
What's up with these chicks, these operators who look the job prerequisite is to look like a rockabilly chick? every operator has to have a neck tattoo and a rockabilly haircut.
Well, that's how they recruit. They go to dive bars.
Yeah, every girl looks like a suicide girl.
Hey, you got a good voice. Do I? Yeah. I'd like to have you as one of the operators.
It's like when you get too old to be a suicide girl, you be an operator in John Wick's world.
Yeah, there you go.
They concentrate on the action so much, and they're kind of pulling back on character a little bit. I don't find myself rooting for John anymore,
No,
man.
no. And I kind of resent the way they try to pull him off as like, but he's the nice guy. I'm like, no, he ain't.
When everybody told you let it go, you couldn't, and now look at your ass.
Right.
Everybody want to kill you. But the problem is that, I don't root for John because he always wins.
Well, yeah, he always wins. And there's times he gets shot or he gets stabbed, and it'd be different if every time that happened, you went, oh man, that's taken away from his powers, or he's running down. Like you feel like the clock is ticking, but you don't because within 5 minutes because the movie will forget that he got that wound. So I'm like, well, how come everybody else's wounds are fatal and his are just minor inconveniences?
John Wick, he'll get a scratch. Some will hit him. He'll get that pimp walk for a little bit, or he'll even give you like maybe an owl, which still sounds like a question with him. He'll like,
ow.
He like, ow. That head shaking, ow. Blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But once he starts fighting, this shit is gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
He's got Wolverine powers at this point.
You talk to pimp walk. Keanu Reeves has a funny run. He runs like he's got a rock in his shoes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, just get rock.
And I'm like, is anybody really chasing you? Because you ain't running that fast.
Somebody
on your tiptoes.
I guess the emotional investment in the character or the suspense is gone because John Wick always gonna win. Don't make sense to even fight John Wick no more.
Nah.
Hell, if you get a call to go kill John Wick, just say, man, what else you got? Or just say, you know what, I'll do it myself. Just snap your own neck. It don't make no sense.
It's so funny to hear all these things these new polls or who's more powerful, Neo or John Wick. And I'm like, there's no difference. They both have magic powers.
Oh no,
they can't be hurt.
John Wick would win.
Oh, that's right. Because you might turn the computer off and Neo would be gone. I mean, John Wick would keep going.
No, John Wick gonna win because John Wick wins against everything.
Yeah.
John Wick could fight goddamn Thanos. They should have brought him in Avengers.
Right.
Shit, he was the only thing missing. He brought him in there. He would have found a way to just break his hand off and just throw that glove across the street or some shit. When you put all three movies together, this man's been running and beating people's asses for 48 hours straight. Mm-hmm. He hasn't slept.
He's been hit by cars. Once in the last movie, twice in this one.
Oh yeah. No, that's the thing, man. Think about this. This man has been running on no sleep, murdering people with much physical vigor, and at one point within those hours got hit by a car. that ain't no. He didn't get brushed.
Yeah, he didn't get brushed.
No, that shit hit him. He's on the hood.
He got hit by a car driven by somebody who was trying to kill him.
Yeah, and should have.
Yeah, and hit him point blank. Exactly what they wanted to.
Shit, you don't survive this shit unless you got vibranium bones and shit. I want you to even think about this. Ain't slept, survived getting hit by a car.
Loss of blood.
And ain't even taking a lunch break. I looked at these movies. I counted. This man had 2 sips of bourbon and a sip of water. That's what he's getting off. That's what he's running off of right now.
Right.
2 shots of bourbon and a sip of water in the desert, I might add.
Oh, and that water was
backwash.
Halle Berry's backwash.
Shit, John Wick is no longer. John Wick is not. It's not even a superhero at this point. He's a video game character. Even in the movie, they give him companion characters like they do in video games. Like those dogs. those dogs are what you get to help you kill people in video games.
Yeah, it's funny to hear y'all talk about how Detective Pikachu is the best video game movie. I'm like, no, this was.
Yeah.
It's totally felt like a video game the whole time.
Yeah.
Like even, shoot, hit R, reload.
Yeah.
You take your hits, but you just keep going. If you run long enough, your health rises back up.
And let's not forget that when John has died several times, he's just respawned. Because half this shit John don't need to live through.
Why always the henchmen have to die in droves, but they get to the boss and it's always, you got one more chance.
Oh yeah. Oh,
it's like for real, because all these guys working for him. It's like, dude, I'm gonna show you I mean business by killing all your henchmen. What do you think about that, huh?
Yeah.
I mean more if you kill me, but yeah. Go ahead.
And did you notice that he did it on video game levels?
Oh yeah.
He beat about 3 henchmen, beat 2 mini bosses, and then fight the final boss at the top.
Yep, sure did.
And everyone, when I say this ain't no secret society, everyone is an assassin in this. At this point, they don't even try to set it up. It's just assumed that if John's hanging with somebody, they're killers.
Change of plan. The Continental. Can you see that he's received by the concierge?
The dog is like, thank God.
Thank you, John. I love you, man.
Yeah. Notice that he got in the cab. Now, there might be something that he saw that we didn't see, but he just held a cab off the street. I swear to God, if John Wick went to Burger King, the girl at the drive-thru would be a killer. There would be another dude behind him driving up, giving this girl a gold coin. I'll take the job. Oh, and here's your fries. When John Wick is a superhero and you know he's gonna win, what
tension is there?
Yeah, and other than it's the fighting, which we said is great. If you like I have to say, if you're there to watch a bunch of fight choreography because that's what you love, you grew up on martial arts movies or whatever, then that's fine. I mean, I'm not gonna criticize you. That's because they do it right. They do it great.
They deliver on that.
They do. But it is at one point where with John Wick, it's just kind of like, God damn, either John's got to die, so everybody got to say fuck it.
Yeah, right.
It's like
wait, guys, what are we doing here?
I mean, shit, you got to at this point after 3 days of killing people, you just got to say, all right, man, you get a pass. You earn your life.
Right.
I mean, if you want your life that bad,
do we really want to lose everybody just over this one guy?
Yeah. And at what point do henchmen just be like, F this man? He's killed people for 3 days. He ain't ate. He hasn't taken a shit. This guy is like, man. He's fought people that had just got through with dinner and slept well last night. It's like, F this. We're not going to win.
Right. I just got into this business. He's been at it for a long time.
Man, this is my first day on the job. I ain't doing this shit. It really is. It's kind of like, man, after seeing this guy do what he does for so long, it's you already assuming that he's gonna win. You don't feel for the character as much when he's always gonna win because he's not a character so much anymore. He's just an instrument of spectacle.
Thank you. That's a great way to put that.
Well, thank you. I had my moments, man. Worked on that shit all week, man. That's the benefit of having watch a movie like 5 days ago. I get to work on phrases and shit. Even with the choreography being great, and it is, much respect for that. But I have to say, this movie's over 2 hours long, slightly, and I just kind of got numb to it.
That's how I felt also. And I know if I say, man, this movie it's not about anything, it sounds like, oh, come on, what do you want it to be? But I do feel like after 2 previous movies, now a third, and it's over 2 hours long, to keep me interested, you got to make it about something. And it's really not about anything. It's not even about anything more than it was before I sat down in it.
I really do think it's almost just succumbing to what the fans want instead of sticking to, telling this, for me, this rich story that you had before, creating this unique world that I was fully, really interested in, immersed in. It just leaves little for some of the supporting actors to do, and they got a good cast.
I know.
It just leaves people to just kind of be real dark and serious, and
cryptic,
and cryptic, like Angelica Houston, great actress. She comes. I'm not gonna say what role she plays in John's life. I'm gonna let you find that out for yourself. But again, it's not really too much for her to do except just be really excessively dark and serious.
Even if I wanted to, I can't help you, Jadani.
And that's the extent of her acting in the movie.
Well, she lets us know what his real name is.
Yeah.
I thought, oh, that's interesting. He's Russian.
Yeah. No, again, that was something that I thought it's not a lot. Maybe I just wanted to see more of her in the movie because I thought, like, man, this is another interesting addition to this universe that they've created.
I swear to God, now I cannot see her and not think that's gonna be your wife when she gets older. The whole time watching this, that's all I kept thinking.
Hey, and that's what she's gonna treat me like that too.
Yeah.
Hey, baby, let's have sex tonight.
I can't help you, Jadani.
Okay. Guess I'll go kill some people. I like they're introducing characters with potential, and if they do another movie, which they could, I would like to see these people in their roles in this world explored. Because they get introduced and they're taken off quickly because the action is rushed in. Yeah. Halle Berry, as you mentioned, man, she's in Morocco. She has there's another branch of the Continental that's out there like that, and she's somebody that says, John, I ain't that chick that just, I'm not your side bitch no more. Right. I'm somebody that actually, I'm a manager now. I like the way they give these titles to people, managers. Very interesting what they do with that, but again, that doesn't last very long.
You do realize that I'm management now, right? What could he possibly give to you?
That's a good question.
Whoa.
He's like,
I didn't really think that far.
Yeah, he's like, I've been so busy killing people. I don't know what the I want. Can I use your bathroom real quick? I haven't shit for 3 days. I've been killing people. There's small comedic moments where people that fight John, they love John, man.
Oh yeah.
Before they kill him, they want to get a selfie and an autograph.
Yeah, yeah. No, that was cool. Those are cool little moments like that.
Like Mark the Costco's man. He starts out kind of being serious, and he's just like, man, f this. What am I doing?
Yeah.
He's like, this is silly. Why am I being so serious? And
I'm a fanboy assassin.
Yeah, I'm a fanboy assassin. I'll tell you who I did find funny. I don't even know if he meant for it to be or not. Your boy Larry.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I know this is like the big thing, the big reunion of the two of them, him and Keanu. But I was like, man, everybody in this movie. If there was like if you played a John Wick role playing game and you got to choose your character, nobody would choose his character.
Ain't don't know why to be the homeless dude.
I'll take henchman number 5 who gets stabbed in the head over the king of the homeless and the pigeons.
Everybody killing movies. He just over there just petting pigeons.
Yeah. Talking shit.
The reason why I wanted to bring him up, because I swear to God, man, everybody came on set and they were taking that job seriously, maybe too seriously sometimes, but he got on set drunk.
Yeah.
People were being serious. They had one person said, you do realize the consequences of what you've done. Madam, you want to kill me? Yeah. I'm right here.
I know. Yo, man, inside voice. What are you doing?
Shit. You. All I need are these birds, bitch.
I half expected them to just not even bother with him. Go like, yeah, you know what? He's crazy. Let's just move on. I'm not lying. I seriously did. I thought they were just gonna be like, all right, he's a waste of time.
Like you find out, like he's not even a homeless assassin. He's just homeless.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm like, you think homeless assassin is your cover but he really is living in the subway with the trash and the pigeons. Like, oh shit.
Well, I have to say he did seem kind of pissed off about that. Because they came in fucking with it, like, we're going to take everything. You're like, man, this all I got is trash. You going to take that too? The fuck? I'm the goddamn Oscar the Grouch of killers. What the fuck you want, man? You gonna take my trash?
Because so much of this I was just going with, and he broke it.
For some reason, I was into this character played by Asia Kate Dillon.
Yeah.
She's the educator.
Adjudicator.
I was the agitator.
She's that too.
Did that too.
Every time she showed up, you're like, you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Come
come
on, you
on,
ain't doing
yeah.
nothing. Yeah,
Just come around intimidating people.
Yeah.
We were all having a good time till you showed up.
Yeah. You like when the tax man come around. You like an auditor when you come around.
Yeah, exactly.
But I couldn't take my eyes off her, man, because
She's got a unique look.
She's got a unique look. I looked her up. She's like one of these gender neutral. Well, she's a woman, but she goes by gender neutral. So she plays all of these roles where sometimes she looks like a man, sometimes she looks like a woman.
This person has never played a man.
I don't know if she's ever played a man. She might
have played androgynous.
She's played a manly woman.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. The movies, as I said, the movie has a great level of production in it.
It does that.
And that's one of the things that really I look at and I say, man, there are movies where they might have some faults in them and they do some things that you wish that they would do better, which, doesn't work for me. It might work for other people. But, I can't help but say I was a little disappointed with this, man. I guess I was looking for something that maybe a lot of other people aren't looking for. But it's crazy, how the world they had before was so insane, and yet they still made it feel like it made sense. You created this thing, this exaggerated thing, and that's what I loved about it. It was its own thing, and I really did feel like, man, it's a secret society that nobody knows because you made it believable. And this one just tore it all down for me in a way. And it's almost like, well, I don't know, man. It seems like that whole thing of where movies don't have the budget to do everything they want to do or don't have the green light to do everything they want to do. So they pull back, and what do they end up doing? Actually add more story, which makes it better.
Yeah.
Now that they have all the clout and all the fans and all the money, now it's just kind of like, well, let's go fucking crazy, and it's like, and look, that's fine. It's working for some people, doesn't work completely for me. I kind of give this, I'll give it a matinee. I'm kind of leaning towards lower matinee, but it's still a matinee. There were some things here that I really did enjoy, but I walked out just feeling like I was lacking something from it that I really that I didn't get from the other movies. Mm-hmm. So that's it for me.
A lot of people ask me, hey, is this the John Wick movie that has won you over? And what I can say is, almost. I liked it when it started. There was a point when I really was with it, but eventually it is what it is, and it just turns into the same thing over and over again. I wish I was getting a different movie for the third time. The craft and the spectacle, I think, are impressive, and I won't take that away from him. I appreciate that. But ultimately, it's a movie where I've seen it. I don't really need to see it again. If it's on the background of a party, I'll stop and watch the fight scenes. But this is only because of the spectacle, I would give it a low matinee.
Keanu Reeves you feel like an asshole talking about him because Keanu Reeves is somebody who I don't think there's a nicer actor working in Hollywood. Nobody gets talked about as nicely as maybe Tom Hanks.
Yeah, right.
That's what John Wick, he's like a murderous Tom Hanks. But I'd be damned if when you talking to him, he just sitting looking at you like he just don't understand a word you're saying.
I know. I'm sorry. Were you talking to me?
Yeah.
Were you talking about me? Should I? Can you dudes repeat that?
Yeah. All right. He's just repeating what you say. John, what are you doing here? Here? Yeah, here, John. Why? John, get out. Out.
Yeah, having characters there talking about him, what they're doing, and him just staring like, so what's up, guys?
This is like
oh my God.
It gets to a point you're just kind of like, you know what? Yeah, just keep killing people because I can't take this shit no
I feel
more.
like Jon Snow would have hit him in the back of the head. Come on, pay attention, stupid. You don't see what's going on here.
Ow. Why? And as I said before, if you like this, then check out our other reviews. Check it out on our site, doubletoasted.com, or check out the edited versions on our YouTube channel. On doubletoasted.com, you can watch the long unedited version along with the live streams that we do every night of the week. Also, support us at our store, dtmerch.com, and remember to always stay toasty. And while you're here, why not check out some of our other reviews? Why not check out the one for John Wick 2 or that other Keanu Reeves classic, Replicas? That one is special. Very special and dear to my heart. I beg you to check that one out.